She eats a delicious meal,
Yes.
and she enjoyed and enjoyed our walk, or they walk the countryside.
Exactly.
And
So she basically ate there, and she also went for a walk, right?
yes, she is
Okay.
interested there.
Yes. Good. Excellent. Very good. Number 4. Did she wait until after the exams to see Met? Did she wait until after the exam to see Met?
Can I answer, teacher?
Yes, please.
Yes, she wait.
Are you sure?
Uh,
We actually have the
no,
answer here as well. When did she see Met?
before exam. No, no, she don't wait. After,
Yeah, she
after.
did. Yeah, exactly. She did not wait, and she visited um, him before his exams. Okay. Okay, great. Any other question? No, that's it. Do you have any questions?
I have question.
Please.
What's the most formal way to write greeting in the email?
Greeting. So you want to say the beginning of an email, right?
Yeah, yes.
You can start with dear Mr. and Mrs. Evans, or you can say respectful Mr. and Mrs. Evans. You could also say that.
If I don't know who they receive,
Then you
like a
write.
job.
Yeah. Then you're going to write this. To whom it may concern. Okay. To whom it may concern. This is what you write. If you don't know who the receiver is, so you're starting with to whom it may concern. Maybe it's a man, maybe it's a woman, maybe it's a whole department. So that's what you would usually write. Okay.
We cannot write dear or Mr.
Of course,
Mr.
you can
Mrs.
say dear Mr. I don't know. Dear Mr. Ibrahim. Okay. Dear Mr. Ibrahim. If you know the title, it's very, very important. Somebody has studied for it, so you must write doctor. Dear Dr. Ibrahim, for example. Okay, but if you know that he's a doctor and you're leaving it out, it's not considered as nice, because people have worked hard to get their titles. Okay, good.
Okay,
Miss,
Yes.
Miss, there is in that subject is last weekend, and last line there is a 3x. What's meaning?
This one is actually very, very informal. These X's are actually kisses. Okay.
Okay.
So this is considered as kisses.
Miss Nadia?
Yes.
Yes, in informal. No, just formal for my work. Can I use another word for best wishes in the
Yes,
end
of
of
course.
email?
There is a
May
lot.
I answer?
Can you give me
Okay.
example?
You already wrote it, teacher.
Okay. Say
Regards
it. Yes, exactly.
or
Regard.
best regards.
Very good. You can also write best wishes. Okay. No, I don't have anything else in my mind.
Thanks.
Yes, many thanks. Or just thanks. Okay. Waiting for your reply. If you're waiting for your CV, you just sent your CV, and you're waiting for your reply. Okay. Anything
Okay,
else? What? Do you have anything else in your mind? How you can sign off?
Yes, your assistance is highly appreciated.
Yes, exactly. Or you can also write sincerely. Okay. You could also write this sincerely. Okay. Your assistance, this was also a good one, is highly appreciated. Okay, so there are many ways to be respectful. Okay, good. So ladies, that's
Miss
it.
Nadia,
And yes,
where is the answer for number 3?
what did she do there? Okay, let's look for the answer. Let me zoom. So it is here. I had a really lovely time. I was so pleased to meet you. The meal you made was delicious. So we know that she cooked. Okay, not she, but she ate something. Okay, the meal you made was delicious. So this is 1. And 2, I also enjoyed the walk. So we know she did 2 things. Okay, she ate and she walked. She went to the walk. Where? To the countryside and the woods.
Okay.
Okay, good. Any other questions? Right. Okay. So then we are going to move on to the next unit, which is, let me just quickly show you. Today, I don't know why the Zoom, the banner keeps disappearing. Just a minute, where did it go now? So here. Right. Okay, that is unit 9. Here we have the grammar is comparatives and superlatives. Comparative is when you're comparing 2 different things, people. Then you use the comparative, okay? Adjective, this is an adjective. And then the superlative is when you have more than 2 different things that you want to compare. Then you will use the superlative, okay? And then we're going to have a look at some directions. If you want to give somebody directions, that's a very nice exercise. And I think it's very important. If somebody asks you for a direction and where to go, he doesn't know the place, then you can guide them, turn right, turn left, there is a roundabout, and so on. Then there will be a reading, listening, and of course, we will have a look at a writing as well. Okay, good. Let me just stop quickly sharing my screen and right. So I'm going to open the slides. Okay, so okay, can you see my screen?
No.
No.
Oh,
Can you see
Yes.
it
Now,
now?
yes.
right now.
Okay, okay, good. Right, okay, unit 9, let's give it a start. Comparative and superlative adjectives, right? Right, so comparative adjective is when you're comparing 2, especially 2 things. So that is actually wrong. It's not more than 2. Let me just quickly correct that because that's wrong.
Teacher,
Yes,
the slide
please.
remove.
Yes, because I removed it. There was a mistake on the
Okay.
slide. There was a mistake. I'll share my screen again. I just noticed a mistake. Okay, now you should be able to see it. Okay, now you can see it, right?
Yes, miss.
Okay, now comparative adjectives, when you're comparing 2 things, okay? For example, Boston is smaller than Tokyo. We are comparing Boston and Tokyo. These are both cities. So Boston is smaller than Tokyo. Smaller is here the comparative, okay? The superlative adjective, describe the greatest degree of something, okay? When you have more than one thing and then you're choosing from that. For example, Paris is the most beautiful city, okay? So maybe you have to choose between Paris, Boston, and Tokyo, and you want to say that Paris is the most beautiful. Then you use the superlative. So again, comparative is when you're comparing two things. Superlative is when you are comparing more than two things, okay? We form comparative and superlative adjectives like this. Now, how do we write? How do we form these adjectives? It's if the word is short, if it's a one syllable. Syllable means when you're clapping at once. For example, cheap is one. And you add er and est, okay? So cheap, cheaper, and superlative would be cheapest, okay? If the superlative adjectives, which is one syllable adjective, again, it's a small one, which end in one vowel and one consonant, then you double the consonant, okay? So here we have the vowel and here we have the consonant, okay? Then I will double it. Thin, thinner, thinnest. Again, this is a rule. You will definitely come across some exceptional cases, okay? So it's always good to learn these words and just memorize them. This is important, okay? Now, then we have the adjectives that end with Y, okay? Here we add ER and EST, happier and happiest, for example. If it has two or more syllables, if it's a longer word, okay, we add more and most, okay? For example, exciting, exciting. It has three syllables. If it's more than two syllables, I add more. More exciting and most exciting. If it's just two syllable, okay, quiet adjectives, we use ER and EST. Quieter and quietest, okay? Some of these comparative and superlatives, there are irregular, okay? Here are some of them. So I'm not going to say good, gooder, goodest, that's wrong. They are irregular, so I will say good, better, best, bad, worst, worst, far, farther, and farthest, okay? Far, farther, and farthest. We can make a comparison stronger using much and a lot. If you are comparing something and you wanted to make it stronger, you can add much and a lot. For example, New York is much more exciting than Manchester. The book is a lot better than the film, okay? Then is for comparison between two things, and it's not the one with E, okay? It's if you're comparing two things, then I use the then, which is we write with the letter A. Good. Moving on to the next. Yes, please.
Can you back to the last slide?
Yes, of course.
Also, one more.
One more. Okay.
Yeah, can you back? Oh.
Yes.
So when we add more or the most.
Okay. To make it simple and easy, if it's a long word. If it's a long word, for example, if it has more than two syllables, exciting, beautiful, comfortable. So I say more exciting, most exciting. If it's a short word, for example, quiet, quieter, quietest, happy, it has two syllables, happy, happier, happiest. Quiet, it has only one.
Is there a number of letters that like if it is more than 5 letters, it will be
no, it's not about no, it's not about letters, it's about syllable. Syllable is as I said, happy. How often do you clap when you say the word? You say happy. It's two syllables. Exciting. Okay. It's 3 parts. Exciting, 3 parts. beautiful. So it's a long word. It means I'm going to write more beautiful and then most beautiful. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Miss Nadia,
Yes.
can you
Go back.
Yes. Yes. No, back.
Okay. I will stay on this slide until everybody's satisfied. Yes, please. And again, more.
No. Yes.
Why didn't you ask earlier?
Yes,
my dear?
here.
Okay.
Why double N?
Okay, look here. If you look at the rule here, it says if there is a vowel and then a consonant. If it's a vowel plus a consonant, then I will double the consonant. That's it. But again, this is not a fixed rule. There are exemptions, but please don't ask me about exemptions now because I don't have any exemption in my mind right now. So maybe somewhere you will read a word with a vowel and a consonant and you don't double the consonant. Then you will be like, wait, this was a rule. Maybe it is an exemption and you don't double the consonant. This is the consonant and this is the vowel. Clear?
Yes, cheap, same, Miss Nadia, or what?
No, it's not the same. See, here again. This is, for example, an exemption. Here, I will not write cheaper because it's also the way how you pronounce it. Thin, and you say thinner. Okay, you double the N. The sound is double N.
Okay, it's same rule, yeah.
No, it's not. No, it's not the same rule. I was talking about exemptions. Well, you know what exemption means? Like extra cases. Yes. So I would not write here again. It is actually this rule. Here we have a vowel and here we have a consonant. So it should be according to this rule.
This is my question,
Yeah. And according to this rule, it should be double P, but it's not.
Yes.
Why is it not?
Because it's
exemption.
Okay.
It's an exemption. Okay.
Okay, it's clear now, Ms. Nadia.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So I will not move on to the next slide until everybody's satisfied. Any questions? Are you sure? Okay, that's it. I will not come back to this slide now. Let's move on. Right. Okay, good. Now make the sentences using the comparative form of the adjectives. We are using the comparative form now. Righto. So who will be? I want to choose somebody I did not call today, and that is Futun. Please, Futun. Yes, Futun.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, please.
I'm not sure, but maybe Jane be older.
Use the correct form of be. This is the verb to be. Is or are?
Is.
So?
Jane is older. Carla
is older. Something is missing. Look here. When you're comparing, you have to use this word.
Okay, then. Sorry, I don't. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Jane is older than Carla.
Very good. Okay, clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, good. Lulu.
Yes. London be expensive. London is the more expensive.
You don't use the more. Is more expensive.
Is more expensive. Raya. Riga.
Something is missing. Look here.
Then Riga. Yeah,
So
London is more expensive than Riga.
Yes, very good. Thank you, Lulu. Yahya.
Yes, teacher. Madrid is more
It's it's a short, it's a small word, warm. So I don't have to use more. So Madrid.
Okay. I don't know, Miss Nadia. Warm, warm.
Warmer,
small.
warmer. Look, Madrid is warmer than Oslo.
Okay, cold. Madrid. I don't know.
And,
warmer.
Warmer. So do you understand the exercise? You have to form the comparative. The comparing means when you have two things and you look, okay, what is good, what is not so good. Is this tea good or is this one better? What should I do? Should I do this or that? So you're comparing. This is comparison. What is comparison in Arabic? Okay. So here we're comparing two cities, Madrid and Oslo. Okay, so Madrid is warmer than Oslo. Okay, good.
Can I
Thank
answer?
you. Thank you, Yahya. Yahya, is it clear? Just a minute, Renat. Yeah, Renat.
No,
next.
I'm confused, Miss Nadia.
Okay, about what, Yahya? Tell me.
About the grammar.
You don't understand the grammar?
Yes.
Okay, the grammar is, you know what is an adjective?